Hey! I know I did that longer than necessary, but that's okay. I'm 17-year-old writer Noah Barfield, author of that amazing action fantasy novel Legendland. And today we're going to talk about the perks of being a teen writer, because there are some and no one can tell you differently ever. I was originally going to do just one video about being a teen writer in general, but I decided that was a lot of stuff to put in just one tiny little video. So I'm going to make more than one. Yep, that's right. You were completely surprised. Now, I know that before I started, you all are thinking, what the crap is with his hair? Well, I'm trying to grow it out so that I can be eggs from box trolls for Halloween, because I love Halloween. Also, I know that you're thinking, what the crap? The background is different. Yes, it is, because I travel with my family full-time, which means that I relocate every few months, and right now I'm in a new place. Okay, so, being a teen writer, there are like 3 major-ish perks that I'm going to talk about today. The first is a biological thing. It's called neuroplasticity. It's pretty sexy, right? It is. It means your brain is all flexible. It's also malleable and quite bouncy and acts like a sponge in general, which is great because you can bounce back quicker, for one. So whenever someone offers you criticism or feedback or what have you, after making a completely valid but incredibly emotional response, you can, after internalizing it and dealing with it, bounce back much quicker than someone of an older age would, because your brain still bounces back easier. Also, it can bounce around your story a lot easier, create new connections much quicker, and that way your story can be a lot more dynamic, actually. You just kind of have to be aware of that. Your character's emotions can also be a lot more intense, because your emotions are just so intense all the time. And that's okay. It can actually work towards your advantage. You just need to learn how to tone it down a little. Speaking of learning, you're actually able to, soak up all that knowledge business. You're able to do that much quicker. So the advice, that's going to come in handy. You can pick up the tools of the trade much quicker. Now, that kind of means that it's like a superpower, You're like the writing sponge. Now, second one is age. More specifically, it's a head start. Some people start writing like the 20s or 30s or 70s or what have you. You get to start writing at a minimum age of 13, maximum age of 19 as a teen writer, if you're, being a teen writer. What's so great about, having that head start? Well, it's a head start. Writing can take a long time, like a long time. So, it's great to have whatever advantage you can get from writing. Some books can take forever to write. So, having that 6-year head start or someone or whatever can be really great. And you might have some people that are jealous of you being able to write at such a young age and taking the career that you want or your dream into your own hands and whatever, and they didn't start writing until later. What they should be jealous, because you're an awesome writer. So and just deal with it. And this was also a great way to have support, because while you're still young, you're still creating lots of connections with people, and just you don't have these inhibitors in your brain that say this is kind of a bad idea or that restrain you in any way. So you can just go out there and you can do it, and you can get what you want. And it's great. This isn't a bad idea because it's an amazing idea. That's your thought process. That's my thought process all the time. I never have bad ideas. They're always stupendous or just regularly awesome. That's all. They're stupendous or awesome. That's it. But, don't underestimate the support you can receive, which brings us to point 3, advantage 3, perk 3. The community and support. In addition to having the support from a community of writers you normally have as a writer and literary community in general, you also get the the community for whatever genre of fiction or nonfiction or what have you that you're writing at the time. So if your current work in progress is sci-fi thriller, then you get a sci-fi community on your side, which is great. As a teen writer, you get the teen community on your side, which is pretty fantastic because as teens, we're really enthusiastic and passionate about one thing, and we drive and push really hard for it for like 4 seconds. But for those 4 seconds, oh, you've made it. But there are actually a few organizations that, people, specifically teens, should look into because they actually kind of get behind us youngsters and help us out. And like Teen Inc. or Youth Writers Program, things like that, that specifically are for teenagers like you and me, which is fantastic because we need all the help we can get. We have a lot to learn still on a pretty regular basis. But there aren't a lot of like blogs or podcasts or YouTube channels specifically dedicated to the art of teen writing. I mean, that's not what this blog is about, or YouTube channel or whatever. It's not. I'm not specifically for teen writers, for writers of all ages, but I have a special place in my heart for teen writers. So I'm open to any teen writers who feel like they can contribute in an essential or necessary or unique way to this channel. Feel free to contact me. What resources do you like to use? What's your experience as a teen writer? I'd love to hear. So there are a bazillion ways to contact me, literally a bazillion. So we have links below. You can always comment because I'm flexible. And don't forget to subscribe because I know you love me, but I want everyone else to know that you love me too. So thank you, continue to watch these videos, and enjoy.